I brought this Stanley 66208 screwdriver home from Jacktown. I like the shape of the handle. I like that translucent smoky gray plastic they used. This one is in really good shape. The tip's almost perfect. The main issue with this is it's got some paint on it. Some paint over the yellow there. There's some paint there. And there's some big chunks taken out of the butt here. I thought it'd be a fun cleanup. I figured I'd start out with just soap and water on the handle. See where that gets me. Yeah, I don't think it's going to take any of this paint off, but who knows, maybe I'll get lucky. When I try to get paint off of plastic handles, I like to escalate slowly. So the first step was washing the handle with soap and water. Now I'm going to try this stuff, Goo Gone. I'll squirt a little bit on a Q-tip. Just try it. See if it does anything. Good soak for a second. Let me try the yellow. Here's some yellow. Let me try the yellow. Come back to that red, see if it moved it. And the Q-tip's getting a little pink, but it doesn't seem to be doing much. Okay, we'll try something else. Next thing I'm going to try is denatured alcohol. Got some on a Q-tip again. Now that looks like it's working on the red. See? I don't think it's dissolving the plastic. So that's good. So looks like the denatured alcohol works on the red. Let me try this red that's on this yellow paint. See what happens there when I start at the other side of the Q-tip. Alright, I got some on there. Let's see what happens. Ideally, I'd like to leave the yellow behind. Looks like that's working. I think I'm only going to get, looks like I'm only getting red on the Q-tip. I don't see any yellow on the Q-tip. So whatever they use for the yellow paint is holding up to the denatured alcohol. Excellent. That's great. Yeah, it's cleaning up nice. Try the same stuff on this yellow paint. Oh, looks like it's working on that too. Alright. I don't know if that's white or like a light purple or something right there. Let's try that. Since we're on a roll. Oh, looks like it's working on that too. Alright. Good. I guess I'm going to go over the whole handle with the denatured alcohol. Hopefully it'll get all this paint off. Since I was going to go over the whole handle with superfine steel wool anyway, I might as well soak the superfine steel wool in the denatured alcohol kind of kill two birds with one stone.
Ack! Easy, Chuck. It's just an expression.
Might as well try the steel wool and the alcohol and the metal too, right? Here's the screwdriver after the steel wool and the alcohol. I think it did a great job on the handle. Look how nice the steel came out. It's like brand new. Even the tip. I mean, the only defect is this tiny little dent right there. I'm not even sure I'm going to worry about that. Look at that. I'm going to have to do more than just steel wool to get these gouges in the butt out. I'm going to have to get some maybe 220 or 320 sandpaper first and then steel wool it. Let's start off with 220. That one scratch is really deep. But I know if I just sand right here to try to get that scratch out, I'm going to end up with a flat spot. And I want to keep this round. So I sort of have to sand the whole top. I'm sanding and I'm rotating at the same time. I'm not really focusing on that scratch, I'm just working on the whole top. That way I bring the whole top down even, but still keep it round. See how we're doing. And it's getting better, it's not quite, it's just barely catching my fingernail. I got to keep working on it. It only took a couple more minutes of sanding. I think I got all the scratches and gouges out. Now I'm going to go over it with 320. Looking better already. That's after a few minutes with the 320. And now I'm going to use the superfine steel wool. I think that butt section came out pretty nice. It looks like I managed to keep it pretty round. Now, I don't see any of the scratches or gouges anymore. Good. You ready, Chuck?
Ack!
Before Chuck and I polish the metal, I gotta do something about that little defect in the tip. It's been bothering me. This is a diamond file. Chuck and I switched polishing wheels so we don't contaminate that other one that we used on the plastic. The Flitz did a great job on both the metal and the plastic handle. But I prefer to follow up with Plastex on the plastic handles. I just have to wait for Chuck not to be around. Now luckily he's at a photo shoot for his new fan club card today, so I can use this stuff. I'm going to go over this painted area by hand, gently. Try to preserve as much of this paint as I can. Yeah, see, I'm getting some of it off. Nice and gentle. Nice and gentle, MacLeod.
This is what the Stanley Workmaster 66208 screwdriver looked like when I brought it home from Jacktown. And here it is now. I'm glad I was able to remove all of the paint without damaging the plastic. I like the translucent, smoky gray. I think the butt section came out particularly well. The lettering wasn't stamped deep enough for the flood and wipe trick, so I had to use a tiny brush and fill in each letter. I didn't add any paint to the ferrule section. The screwdriver tip is almost like new condition. So it turns out that Adam Savage of Mythbusters fame is a big fan of Stanley Workmaster screwdrivers. I'll pin a link in the comments to 3 episodes of Adam Savage's Tested devoted to these screwdrivers. Stanley introduced the Workmaster in the late 1960s. The 3-fluted handle was supposed to be a better fit for the hand. This ad from 1977 claims the handle shape will eliminate blisters and help you apply more torque.
I'm curious to see how comfortable this handle really is. This screw does not have a pilot hole. It feels pretty good. It seems like my thumb likes to find one of these flutes. I don't know about blister free, but it's comfortable.
This was a fun project. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.